What's up, everybody? That's right here with a brand new playthrough. Biomutant. It's a game I've had for a while, but I'm just getting around to playing it now. It sounds very interesting. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but, you know, we'll be our own judge. This like open world, like a kung fu RPG with like furries. They use like swords though, someone like mutant powers and shit. But yeah, let's just get in there and get going.
Welcome to Biomutant.
Welcome to Biomutant. Pretty sure. What's it called? Subtitles are on, but whatever. We'll see. Difficulty, huh? Medium. Because I have no idea what to expect.
Encode your DNA.
Encode your DNA. This is the guy on the cover. Choose your breed. Who's this goofy looking fuck? Fip. Problems a nimble developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at a cost of a lesser developed intellect. Alright, so they're stupid. Dumdod. Dumdod is the least developed hybrid of offshoot that compensate the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Alright, so this one's more balanced Rex. It's like a bat. Hyla. Tough and resilience, probably more defense. I mean, when you look at their stats, it's not much difference. This dude. Psionic output. Oh, he's got a lot more like key energy, but way less health. Form and appearance is dominated over function? The fuck does that mean? You know what? I really don't care. So let's just go with this guy. Define your character's starting attributes. See more detailed explanations. Blah blah blah.
Define your genetic structure.
Oh shit. What the hell? It's actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. To make him super strong. Could just leave him in the middle too. Huh. I don't know where the best place to put him is. You know what? Just stay
Choose
there.
a genetic resilience.
Resist. Sure,
Choose
why
your
not?
first style.
First style. Wait, what? Oh, fur. Sure.
Pick your main color.
Main color. I really don't.
Choose
Whatever.
your detail color.
Sure.
Pick a class. Command.
Class. The Deadeye is tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life outside law and society values.
Command. Deadeye.
Perfect reload. Your ranged weapons are reloaded instantly, and your next magazine is granted plus 20% damage.
Commando.
Commando is trained as an operative in elite special operations force. Commandos are used to working in smaller teams. Ranged weapon inflicts 10% more damage to the target.
Psy-Freak.
Cool. Psy-Freaks are experimenting with psychotic powers and mutations. They're usually outcasts in the fringe of society. Sparkball. To shoot a sparkball, press down the input you have bound the ability to and make you throw the ball in the direction you're facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit. Your key energy regen is increased by 20%.
Saboteur.
Saboteur is cunning, skilled explorer, trained to operate covertly in suburbs and wilderness.
Sentinel.
Sentinels dedicate themselves to protect the house. Their dedication is for the organization as a whole, including supreme belief in their dogma. Your base armor is increased by 10.
Saboteur.
Melee dual wield skill. Equip 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield them. Your dodge, edge energy, saboteur.
Command. Deadeye. Commando. Saboteur.
You know what? To saboteur.
Saboteur chosen.
Sure.
Good choice.
Alright.
Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
This game looks great. Bunny hop.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice, or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Okay. I'm dark in strength and power, claiming life for freedom and loyalty. Fucking dark, bro.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you.
So,
Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
okay. Sure.
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
No.
Thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Just hit him with a shovel. Aura somewhat dark.
Guess left can be right sometimes.
It's not really like a double jump though.
Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others.
Side note of my voice, I am battling a sickness, so I'm a little raspy. A little congested. Examine the knot.
Do you remember the beast that shattered your family?
No.
Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Foo roll. Oh shit. Monkey wheel. Whoops.
You'd better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
It's like when you first load up the game, this like cutscene plays out, like this exact part.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes.
It ends like right here.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Evolution gone wrong. Move towards an enemy to target them with melee attacks. And the camera towards an enemy to target them with ranged attacks. To reload your ranged weapon, press RB. Key energy is used for dodging, using imitations, and performing special attacks. When you're out of key energy, you'll be unable to perform these actions. Your key energy regenerates both in and out of combat. Alright, well, really weak, or these things still have a decent amount of health. On level 1.
Who could stand against that?
Cool. Interesting. Yeah, he's got a little flashlight. Wait, is the grasshopper... Is it in his mouth? Electric module. Weapon add-on. Find a weapon special effect add-on. Attach it to your ranged weapon to give it an extra damage type for as long as the ammo lasts. Some enemies have resistance or weakness to different weapon special effects, so use them wisely. Alright, so it only lasts as long as the ammo lasts. Attach a special effect add-on. Select it through the consumable quick menu. To the menu, hold up the D-pad. Pretty sure I put it on already. Well, whatever. I found a medic supply. No shit. Alright. Health patch is regen. 5 seconds. What? A gin hat. Equip it. Oh my god. He actually wears it? That's hilarious.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Evolution. These guys have guns too. Ow. You just... Why'd you go away from this guy? Kill him. God, I'm hitting parry. Bitch. Fallen enemies can often be looted for healing items. Find and a highlighted fallen enemy, press Y. Hey, what is this fucking Max Payne? Tickling toffee. Oh, what the f... Alright, so you can't lock on, which is good.
Slash and dash. are half dead. Itchy trigger finger.
Oh. Ow. Kung Fu Kitty. Dandy candy. Explore. Is that like the sprint? I guess he does go faster. He sounded like all fours. So enemies carry large shields. You need to break a shield with melee attacks before you can deal damage to the enemy. Ah. Fuck. 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 And the wrong buttons. Whoops. Defeating enemies, completing quests will give you XP. Leveling up allows you to raise one of your attributes by 10. You'll also get 1 point that you can use to unlock skills in the One Fu and Perks menu. Let's go to the menu, press start. Level up. Alright. I think I'm gonna go strength. Flex it. You get an upgrade point. Select closer ranged. Pretty ranged. Dual wield melee. Finish a dual wielded melee chain with a flurry of stabs. Sure. Cool. Alright.
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
The once was. It's a crowbar. Old world claw bar.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Will it? Enter the pipe. Oh, I got a max. I didn't see that. Here we go.
Whoa.
This narrator. Whoa.
It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
You got it. it is double jump. It doesn't feel like a double jump though. Cause you don't really get higher, you just like spin.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed.
It'd be funny if that was like not really a narrator, it was like just our voice.
Strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Reload. It takes a while to reload, I don't like that. You absorbed a bio blob. These are points used to unlock mutations. You collect bio blobs by defeating Morks and finding containers at various places in the world. You can use bio blobs to unlock special powers at any time by accessing the mutations part of the menu. Let's check that out. Aura, somewhat dark. Somewhat dark aura means lack of capacity for morally right or wrong behavior. There was separate scores as a child, and the choices you make in those dialogues will affect how characters remember you as a child. Wait, what? Alright, well, mutations. Saboteur. What's general? Oh wait, wrong area. Mutations. Biogenetics. To use mouthful, vile bile. We can upgrade our resistance. Oh, that looks pretty cool. But that's something different. Alright, well, let's do... Make use of toxic slush in the direction you're facing, inflicting damage to all enemies hit. This will inflict any small humanoid enemy hit. They'll attack their allies instead of you. I think I'll do Vile Bile.
New mutations to embrace.
X. Alright, so LT and X, you got it. We'll try it out on the next set of enemies. What's this? A map?
Toxanol built vessels
Blueprint.
called arcs to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single arc they left behind that we know other arcs traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind.
They left the animals to get smarter, I guess, through mutations. Find a puzzle there scattered around the world. Some open new paths, while others feature different rewards. To switch, which mode is selected? Use. Okay. What? To rotate the node, press. This is the number of rotations you have left. The higher your intellect, the more moves you have. Okay. Each node has a certain position it must be rotated in to complete the puzzle. Run out of moves before that may have consequences. Oh, you said to line them up by color. That's not too hard.
There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
All right.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing.
Pew pew.
It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt.
Cool. Smells brain.
It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
That was easy.
There you go.
Just say there you go like I'm a simpleton. Out of date. Perfectly counter an enemy attack will stun them. A stunned enemy has stars circling above their head, and after hitting the enemy again, you can launch it up in the air by pressing LB.
The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out.
Oh, I thought we were gonna fight him. I guess we can save him. Dude, what is going on? Dude! I do find it funny, it's like wacko. At the old school, like, Batman comics. Whack. Wham. Crunch. Kersplat.
That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup
The
arrives.
wheeled one. Next time I see somebody in a wheelchair, I'm like, hey, wheeled one, question. They'll be like, what?
You have a good eye for that stuff.
Where are you going, bro? A new friend, an old friend.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why.
But why?
He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way
Great
overdue, but he
name.
hasn't given up.
Oh, it's calls himself out of date because he should
He
be
doesn't
dead.
seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just
Got
a
it.
child back then. The night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall. and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Mooma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end.
Mooma and Popsy.
He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Mooma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
By default, dialogues are set to advance from one NPC line to the next automatically. That's fine. Hey, we're a little kitty. Or a little something. Talk to best before. Really?
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma...
Is he wearing a wig, or is that just like real hair? Ask if you're tired, as it's a bit of a hike from your village. Here he wonders if your Mooma knows where you are. I hope I told her.
You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
Potato people.
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
Okay.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono...
Why does it sound like he's
prefer to
singing?
hide
Sounds
in
like fucking
glitter
Elvis.
grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
You got it. Kick your ass. Jesus Christ, that dude's pretty tall.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come up for everyone. The Nono's ki energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life.
Well, you're strong
Only
enough.
time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life to it. He has the feeling the fate of the world depends on it. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come.
Alright.
The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono
Be
are sensitive
gentle.
beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy.
Hoop net received.
You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed.
Naturally skilled.
One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree.
Alright, merge the no-no with the tree. What?
Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone. One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not. He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived.
World Eaters?
The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxanol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
Jumbo Puff.
Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Majut and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Alright, Rod Net. Pry open the door. You got it.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Alright. Exit Bunker 101. It's like fucking Fallout.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change.
Is that supposed to be like way in the distance? Biomutant. Jesus. That achievement went off. Well, it went off on my computer. But that shit was loud as fuck. Then it went off on my Xbox too. Just quiet.
A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Did he just pee on it? He did. He peed on it. Signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You'll unlock a signpost when interacting with it. To fast travel to a signpost, you've unlocked by selecting on the map. To open the map at any time, press that one. You got it. Cool. You are here. Dude, your piss is yellow as shit. Looks just, it fucking looks disgusting. It's like all golden. What the fuck?
That must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I could take it.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive.
Hey, stop being sad. Talk to me.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here.
Your inner balance is two halves that completes a wholeness that flows through all things. At times, you'll be able to manifest your inner balance through deeds and dialogue options. Few are those who always act in the same manner, and our wholeness in the sum of the choices we make and the actions we take. The balance of your actions creates your aura score, which affects the dialogue with other characters.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart.
Interacting with captives in side shrines will award you with side points that you can use to unlock psychotic powers. Powers can only be unlocked once you have reached the required dark or light inner balance.
Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Maybe I just should have done light from the beginning, but I don't know.
That's a spark of light in you!
Too much already?
That's right. Smack that spark out before it starts.
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's small.
There's always another spark.
I got 2 points.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important.
So it came rolling after us.
Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
I don't know, it sounds like it is.
Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part.
Alright.
Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
I won't. Oh, the side point to the rabbit in the hat. Hey, I'm balanced. What was it? Side powers. We have Blaze, Tease Blaze, or we have Blink. Blaze. You know what? I haven't used the Bile one or whatever the hell it's called.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
Tunnel or bridge? Wait. Well, the bridge is gonna take me to them, so let's go this way.
It's unusual
Swims
that
very
natural
weird.
tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded.
I mean, it's not really a tunnel, but sure.
Super effective.
Dude, these things are level 3? Why do they all want to fight me?
The deep cut.
The deep cut. He's trying to slice me. Doo-doo-doo. Where the hell did he go? Slow motion death. Like, no. Leveled up though. You know what? Keep going in strength. Why not? Let's upgrade. Oops. Weapon-based range attacks from enemies have a 10% chance to miss it completely. Sure.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Reminds me of the Conquer's Bad Fur Day, like war part.
That's the Myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
So they might kill you, but go find out.
Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war.
Okay.
Says you should take it easy. Says they're cautious of non-allies. They don't just let anyone see the Sifu, but there's something different about you.
Yeah, I'm cool.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place.
Probably.
He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you.
Vigilante.
He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in helping your next, and that's something you have in common. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples.
My Muma.
Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life.
Sure.
He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon.
You get it.
Once you've dealt with the rival's outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong, and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help.
Alright, well, let's go take out some rival outposts.